Hi, this is Haitian Jonas. You're watching live in Haiti at Caribbean Hotel. Next to me, everybody know who he is, Mr. Mervil.
What's up, my brother?
And wonderful, wonderful. And I know you had a beautiful night last, I think it was Saturday.
2 days ago, yeah, Saturday night. Friday night, sorry.
Friday night, yeah. You were performing, and many, I don't know, strangers.
Many people here.
Came all the way from all over the place. But my name is Haitian Jonas, and we're also live on Reggie D Production.
Yeah, Reggie.
Got both watching and both networks, so we want to say thank you for watching, and we'd like to talk to Mr. Mervil.
Sorry, man. This is Haitian Unity in Effect. You know what's written on that flag there? That's what they're doing. That's what we should all be doing, by the way.
Work together.
That's it.
How you say that?
That's it. It's just that word. They actually do it.
Yes. Luke Mervil, Boston is listening. Everywhere in the States listening. Facebook is watching us. YouTube is watching us. Reggie D, respected.
Yeah, man.
Watching us. So, a lot of people don't know what's going on. Can you let the people know who you are? They already know.
Who am I? That's a very large question right there. Well, I was born right here in Haiti. I'm happy to be right here back home. I left this country, I was 4 years old. My parents took me to Canada, lived there, lived in the States a couple of years too. Same thing in France, same thing in London, and I'm a singer. I wear many hats. I'm a writer, and when I say I'm a writer, not just lyrics for songs, I'm talking books. I wrote a book called Ma race est la meilleure. I'm trying to translate in my head. Ma race est la meilleure, which means my race is the best. And talking about the human race. I did 8 years going around the world, trying to understand the work of the international corporation, what they're doing in the world, what are these NGOs doing in the world, to understand after 8 years that these people have created a business called poverty. And there's money being made with this, because I haven't seen not one country, not a single country out there that can come out and say, our situation has totally changed because of the NGOs or because of international cooperation. I'm not saying that all of them are bad. I'm not saying that all of them are doing bad things out there or wrong things. But the reality is that none of them, all of them together, have not been able to change the situation of even a single country in 30 years. So I looked for 8 years to understand why and looking for solution. By doing this, I wrote a book which I committed to that situation, to tell people about the world situation, geopolitical situation, and to also find solution on how we can help countries like Haiti, because I did find solutions, and most of them were coming from the private sector, from investors. And that's what I'm trying to apply here in Haiti with a project called Village, which I'm sure people heard of.
That's where we're going to come. For them to get your book, where can they get it? Like Amazon?
Amazon, you could get it on Amazon. You can get it on the internet.
What's the name of the book again?
Ma race est la meilleure.
Ma race est la meilleure.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Your French is good.
Man, I'm learning French by force. So, there were a lot of controversy. Media International, they didn't want to come out because they didn't have enough truth about you. And
they do their work.
They do their work.
And they do it well. They
Yes.
know you cannot just come out there with saying things if you do not have anything to back it up.
Yeah.
And also, I've worked for international medias such as CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, which is the biggest and the most respected media in Canada. So they know me, and I've been into this business for 25 years in media, in singing, and I've always been outspoken and say what I think politically, economically about what's happening in the world. So basically, they know if anyone comes out there and said something about me, they'd have to really go and check it out before going outside or printing something and saying things. So, which is why they didn't go out there and printed things before. A lot of trash papers in Canada did, though. And trash papers, that's what they do. That's where they make their money and their bread and butter. What was really sad to me, though, is that our Haitian journalists abroad, because I was in Canada when that occurred, that situation occurred, took those trash papers and release them on the medias without asking who are the people writing this, and without checking these medias and knowing who they were and what exactly they were writing, and finding out if they had a background, they had backbones to their sayings. So that really saddened me, and I had to come back to Haiti. I did a press conference talking to these people and telling them, well, I know that we don't have maybe the infrastructure, maybe the know-how or the money or the technology to go and check everything out, but we have to be careful when anyone out there is saying something wrong about one of our own. I mean, for ages, people have been saying it's Haitians are fighting Haitians. Haitians are saying wrong against Haitians. It's always nice for some people out there. I'm not saying everyone, but for some people, it's always nice for them to see us fighting, to see us killing one another. And we know we're seeing it in the States, we're seeing it around the world. We have to avoid this. When something like that occurs, you have to sit with your brother and ask him. It's me to come out and just do a press conference. I would have. I had to call out a press conference. They did not ask me. When they had my number, they could have called me and asked.
It's like they enjoy what they were doing.
That's it. And it's sad. It's sad to see this, because we're talking about something about $50,000 disappearing.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. It was someone in my organization that did something. But it's like you have a company. Someone in your company does something that's not really cool for your company. But if you're the known person, it's you people are going to talk about. So basically, I never did anything, but it's me they were talking about. If I ask any of those journalists that wrote this about a year ago who that person was, none of them can tell me the name.
That's right.
You remember you spoke about this?
Yes.
I'll take you as an example. I'm sorry to do this.
Yes.
But I just want to prove my point.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you did speak about this too. What was the name of the person that did that thing in my foundation?
They said it was your cousin.
First, it wasn't my cousin.
Yeah, that's what
First,
that's what they said.
wrote. But he wasn't my cousin.
Yeah, I talk about it.
But secondly, what was his name?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. Most journalists, I'm just trying to show you something.
Yeah.
Not that he's not professional and he's not doing his job. It's just that today the work of journalists have changed.
Yeah.
Most of them are not there to give you the news. They're selling you the news. They're selling you time. They're selling you paper. They're selling you ratings, and they're making money off of that.
Yeah.
So whether they're telling a lie or not, whether the news is actually verified or not, they don't really care. They're selling news. They're making money off of that.
Sure.
That's what most of them do. And if I go out there and ask any of them, who was that guy? They don't know. All they remember is me, because I'm the known figure. Where I did not do anything. And my name is all over the place. I have gathered in, let's say, the past 20 years, millions and millions of dollars, and no one out there could come out and say, Luck Mervil stole 1 penny. There's a history of 50,000, and they come at me, and it wasn't even me. So it's weird, you know. And we spent far more money we invested far more money into helping our country. I'm talking over $500,000. So who in his right mind would spend $500,000 to steal 50,000? It makes no sense. But people don't think. You know, they don't think, because these things are not, people don't tell you these things. So you have to really go deep before you put someone down.
And that's the
especially
reason,
when he's one of your own.
Mm-hmm. That's the reason why that I take the opportunity to ask you a question regarding this. So when that person, they said that he stole money, what happened to him?
You see, first, I'm not naming his name.
Yeah.
Because I believe it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And I believe that I don't want to do the bad work a lot of people have done. And I took the whole responsibility, because it's my organization. Someone in my organization did something, so I had to deal with it. But I had to deal with it accordingly. That's it, with the law. And if someone does something, before I accuse, I have to find real ground, real proof before I do anything. And actually, at the end of the story, we realized that he had made a mistake. The mistake he made was, instead of